In this basic tutorial, I'm going to show you how to use a stunt saber to do some basic spins and strikes. Grab your light sword and follow me. Before we get started, please remember to subscribe if you haven't done so already. And in the comment sections today, let me know, do you already have the stunt saber that you want to train with, or are you going to make your own? Did you order one from somewhere? Are you using a stick? Because that's a great way to start. Start with the sword in your right hand. You're gonna have a nice firm grip. Your left hand will come to the bottom of it. If you're left-handed, just reverse this. Your bottom hand is gonna hold the weight of your sword. Your last three fingers hold the weight and pull the sword in a slicing motion, not a chopping motion. It's different than chopping. It's like slicing a piece of bread. You'll squish the bread if you try to chop it. So you're gonna slice it, making this arc. You're pulling through the arc with this bottom arm of this left hand. Notice that my first finger and thumb are relaxed. The weight is held here in a firm grip. Now your top hand is gonna be at the top of the hilt. You're gonna do the same thing with these last three fingers. Nice firm grip, and the thumb and the finger are open. When you slice, that slicing motion, the very basic motion, coming straight through your opponent, straight down the middle. You're pulling in an arc. The right hand, the top hand, is just guiding to the right or to the left, the direction of the sword. This is going to be different when I show you the tricks, the spins, with the right hand or with the left hand. When you go to one hand, it's a little bit different. The principle of slicing will always be the same. You're going to practice first just up over your head and pulling down. Nice and straight. Watch how this comes all the way back, almost splitting me in the rear, all the way back to the spine. And it comes back and down, back and down. Keep your elbows pulled in toward each other as you bring your sword down in this slicing, arcing motion. This is your first basic strike. Straight down the middle. Practice 50 strikes straight down the middle and then go to an angled strike. Think about coming from the eyeball to the cheek, from the back, and then coming through the angle. Now again, you're pulling with the left hand, and the right hand is going to guide. So you're going to slice at this angle, go back and slice the opposite angle, slicing through the head at the angle. This is your second strike, slicing right and left. You're going to do about 50 of these. And then you're just going to start to go a little lower, going through the ribs and following through the ribs and follow through. At the end of each strike, you come back into your protected position. Notice that my sword goes up at an angle and it's not out straight. I don't want to cut through the middle of my neck. So my sword, I stay behind my sword. The sword is always my protection. So I'm coming through this angle. I go a little lower through the ribs. And now follow me, go into the knee, slicing at the knee. Same angle, lower, 50 on each one. Every time you pick up your stunt sword, practice all of these strikes, every time. Now from here, you're going to go in straight. You're slicing off his hand. He's holding his sword, or she's holding her sword, and you're going to come through, they miss you, and you slice the hand. So it comes from here straight, pulling with the left, and then at the end, pushing that right arm straight, coming straight down on the wrist, straight down on the wrist. Finish by coming back into your guarded position. 50 of these strikes. And before you're done with your basic strikes, I want you to bring it all the way to the right. You're pulling that left arm. You want to make it nice and straight, try to keep it parallel to the ground. Don't neglect these straight strikes. You'll look better when you have a nice straight strike coming across the middle, not one that angles or is sloppy. From here, you're gonna bring it over, bring it straight through the middle, and then turn it and bring it straight back. Bring it straight through the middle, turn it, pull it straight back. Turning through your hip, through your shoulders, slicing from one side through the other side. Remember to breathe. You're learning basics so that you can duel with a partner. Now you're going to finish your striking with one block. You're going to push up with the right. Make sure that your body stays under and behind your sword. Pushing up, and then I want you to add the slice. Push up and strike. Block, strike, block, strike. Strike, block, strike, block. Now it's time for a couple of tricks. Starting in your right hand, you're going to allow it to fall and your hand will come open. Notice my fingers aren't relaxed. Don't let your fingers relax. When you get better, you'll keep contact with the sword with all your fingers at all times. That gives you more control. You can do it like this. This might even be faster at first, but this is not correct. This is correct. From here, let it go down, let your palm come up, and then complete the turn. Down and turn, down and turn. Once you get this motion, add some speed, but you don't have to add speed from the start. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast, fast looks really good. Let's practice this turning motion. Nice easy spin. Now to reverse it, just let it fall back. Your palm opens, you're parallel to the ground, and then you bring it all the way through. Reversing that spin. Keep the other hand up and out of the way. Don't ever let it dangle. Your non-sword hand is always ready to grab the sword or to fight. Now just add to that spin inside the body a figure 8 motion. One last trick for today. Start with the sword in your hand. You're going to allow it to turn up like you were before, and then you're going to grab it with the other hand, complete the turn, and then take that first hand and slide it down your elbow. This keeps your hands tight together and gives you more control over the sword. My hand is here. I allow this hand to come off, goes down, and this hand catches it. The C here comes up, turns around, slide it down, bring it under, catch it, keep the hands close together, maximum control on your sword. Now it's in the other hand. It's time to go the other way.